You guys, how many of you feel right now that maybe the reason you are not seeing any or very small results? You guys, you cannot have a goal without a plan. To know the goal, you have to identify also your why. Hey guys, welcome to the Free and Fit podcast with me, Martina, the founder of Bigger Fitness. I am so happy you are here. This podcast is all about showing you that you can absolutely get in the best shape of your life without following any crazy, stupid diets. Because let's be real, most diets are designed to fail. I know this from personal experience as I have struggled with eating disorder for many years, and I have so much to share with you, and I cannot wait to dive in. And today, we will be talking about consistency and what you need to know if you struggle to be consistent. So let's talk about the reason why you're struggling to be consistent and how to fix it. You guys, how many of you feel right now that maybe the reason you are not seeing any or very small results is consistency? Because it's summer, right? And there is just so many temptations. There is patios, barbecues, social events, weddings, and there's just so much going on. And here you are struggling to stay on track 7 days a week. So here's an example how you probably feel or your journey most likely look like. So at the beginning of your journey, let's say you have decided a few weeks ago, hey, I want to lose 5 to 10 pounds because you're going on vacation in 2 months. You become so fixated on a desired outcome. For example, healthier body, losing 10 pounds, seeing the lower number on the scale, or getting off certain medications. That's a lot of times people's goal, especially when their doctors tell them, hey, you need to lose weight, right? So what you do is that you join the gym, you eat super clean. Actually, what is clean eating? We can talk about it in another episode, but you eat super clean, whole foods for the first week or so. You're super driven by your motivation to meet your goal. You put work in every single day and you feel absolutely great, right? But then you skip your one workout this week. And the next week it's 2 workouts. And then the third week is the whole week of not showing up at the gym. And the past habits creep in. Before you even know it, it's been a week, 2, 3, 4, 5 since your last workout. How many of you can relate to that? You are back where you started and the cycle begins all over again. And I'm saying that, you guys, because I have been in your shoes for so many years. But I have to say that the consistency is truly what will get you to your goal, whether it's being consistent with working out twice a week or 5 times a week. Whether it is to just focus on eating a little bit more protein and staying away from fast food, you have to find what you are able to commit to and stay consistent. You cannot be comparing yourself to someone else because that's exactly what you're doing wrong. If your friend Jessica is working out 5 times a week and she crushes CrossFit workouts, you can expect to do the same thing if you haven't been even showing up at the gym for a walk on the treadmill, right? So how many of you have been or are in this cycle? Guys, lack of consistency can be so frustrating, but I have to say that is the key to progress in all areas of our life. And I'm not talking just about fitness. I have struggled with this a lot in past. That's why I've said that. It's not me here sitting in my office recording this podcast for you, pretending that I've always been perfect. And I'm actually not even perfect now, and I never will be. So I will give you an example how my inconsistency and the reason why I wasn't able to see results look like. So I used to follow my plan only, let's say Monday to Friday, typically. When I was in a fat loss phase, scale was going down every day, but then Friday came and my brain all of a sudden switched to, oh, it's a weekend. Let's enjoy some yummy foods. And forget about trekking. I can give myself some day off, one or two. I deserve it because I worked so hard all week, right? How many of you have said that? This is so wrong, you guys. And it was a reason for so long for me to see no progress because the weight I lost Monday to Friday, I've gained back over those 2 days. Yes. So, how do you get past this? Number one, stop focusing on the outcome and instead focus on the process. You have to make this journey of yours enjoyable and sustainable. So, whatever approach you choose, make sure you are having fun with it and that you are not feeling like you cannot live your life just because you have to be super strict with everything you do in order to see any results. It means that maybe the progress you will be a little bit slower, but it will be more sustainable as you won't feel the urge to indulge every single weekend, or you won't feel like doing 6 to 7 workouts a week is not sustainable. But also remember that outcome that excites you takes a lot of work is probably the one that won't be achieved without hard work and sacrifice. It's probably going to take more than a few weeks, which means without certain processes, it's going to be super hard to maintain the efforts needed to accomplish your goal. So remember that. In order to get to your goal, you need a plan. You guys, you cannot have a goal without a plan. To know the goal, you have to identify also your why. Like, why are you doing this? Set mini goals. Instead of focusing on you want to lose 50 pounds, focus on losing pound a week or 2 pounds, right? So mini goals, because you will be able and you will learn to celebrate your wins every single week, and it will be pushing you forward and motivates you to work harder and harder and feel like you're actually getting somewhere. Because if you're only going to think of like, oh, I need to lose 50 pounds, it's just such a huge goal that you have to break it into smaller goals and just develop a process that is going to help you to get there. I personally journal every morning and I manifest my goals. I'm not only like imagining myself reaching out those goals, but I also keep reminding myself about all of those obstacles along the way. And that is a key. It will be hard, but it's only temporarily. Always tell yourself when you're in fat loss phase, like fat loss phase is not easy in any means. Like I hate fat loss phase because I love food. I love eating food. I love food. I'm a foodie. So fat loss phase is not easy, right? But every time it gets hard, every time I'm hungry, I always tell myself, Martina, this is just a temporary phase. It's not forever. The hardest part of the plan for many of us is really the process, the day-to-day actions, aka the consistency. Now, I want to talk about, just give you a little bit like tips on how to become more consistent. Number one, hire a coach. And I'm not saying that because I'm a coach myself, but I also say that because I have my own coach. Coaches need coaches, accountability, knowing that you're paying someone to give you the plan that you need to follow. Because even though you hire a coach, you still have to do the work. And in my opinion, when I'm spending money on coaching, I don't want to waste my money. I just put the work in to get the results that I want and that I pay for. But I can't get those results if I don't put the work in, right? So hire a coach. Number two, If you feel unmotivated, just do it anyways. Those days where you wake up and you're like, I don't want to work out, I don't want to do X, Y, and Z, I don't want to make the healthy meals. Those days are the days that separates those who only talks about their goals and never accomplish versus those who actually takes the action and don't listen to their excuses on days when it's raining outside and it's just cozy and you don't feel like putting those sneakers on and go for a run, right? Those days are the most important. So if you feel unmotivated, just do it. And I hope you're gonna hear my voice when I say that. Number 3, forgive yourself and move on. This one is so important. Don't beat yourself up when you have hiccups because those will come. Everyone has them. And that's why I said at the beginning of the podcast that I'm not perfect. I've only been perfect when I was prepping for bodybuilding show, but that's exceptions. And other than that, whether I am trying to lose weight for vacation or just want to lean out, I'm just never perfect. I always have days where I go a little bit over my macros, or that's usually the biggest problem for me because I just love food, right? So just I forgive myself. Like I don't beat myself up or think like I'm a bad person because I overate. I just move on because it doesn't define me. I'm consistent. I show up the next day. I go to the gym and I simply just do the work and without feeling like, oh, I messed up yesterday, so let me just go and clean up the whole fridge and eat 3,000 calories because I had an extra 3 Oreo cookies yesterday, right? Don't do that. Just forgive yourself and move on. And another one is find an accountability partner. For some people it works, for some not. But for a lot of people, it works when they either have their husband, their wife who supports them, joins their journey, or they find a friend who decide to do this with, and they maybe plan doing workouts together. So on days when you don't feel like you want to work out, you have someone to text you and be like, hey, Jess, today we're doing workout. And here you are sitting on the couch thinking like, oh, maybe I'm going to skip the gym. No, you're not, because your friend's going to message you and ask you to go and have no excuses. So find a partner if that is going to help you. And last but not least, the most important is find joy in the process. If you aren't enjoying the whole journey, you're only going to think about, oh my goodness, when this plan is going to be over so I can go and binge on pizza or brownies or donuts or whatever. Like, enjoy the process, whether it means making a healthier versions of your favorite high calorie foods, whether it means allowing yourself to have one of these foods once in a while, whether it means if someone tells you you need to go for a run, but you hate running, just do the activity that you actually enjoy. Because if you're going to be doing the things that you hate, you are absolutely going to fail. Like, you have to find a way to enjoy this whole process. And that's what we always say to all of our clients. We always say it's about finding what you truly love. Because when you find what you love and you enjoy the whole process, it will become your new lifestyle. And it does not feel like just another plan or diet that you're doing. And that is what has changed my life and my fitness journey, because I no longer approached everything I was doing as a temporary solution to get fit. I truly fell in love with everything I was doing. So you have to do the same thing. So guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of the Free and Fit podcast. If you enjoyed, please leave a review and share this episode with your friends. Your support means the world to me. Remember, you have the power to be free and fit. Also, connect with me on social media. My Instagram is Martina_fit_YYC. Until next time, stay free and fit, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.